it's the news none of us wanted to hear in Dane County. Masks will again be mandated. We'll tell you when masking rules go back into effect.
Also, new information tonight about a Madison murder case and the search for a suspect who is still on the loose.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. And thanks for staying with News 3 Now. COVID-19 cases continue to rise across the state. More than 1,600 cases reported yesterday alone. All of the state's 72 counties are either experiencing high or very high rates of transmission. And Dane County leaders didn't want to do what they did today, but those surging case numbers left limited options.
Public Health Madison Dane County announced today everyone over the age of 2 will be required to wear a mask indoors again starting on Thursday. Our Jamie Perez learned more about the mandate, and she joins us now with what you need to know. Jamie?
Right, well, it was just a little bit over 2 months ago on June 2nd when the last countywide mask mandate ended. Now, starting this Thursday, all of these businesses and really all businesses in Dane County will have to put up another one of these mask required signs, and that's at least until the mask order ends next month.
Not a decision that we come to easily.
But it is one that Public Health Director Janelle Heinrich couldn't ignore. Cases increased nearly 400% in Dane County since this time last month, which means masks are back.
We've done it before, and we can do it again.
This comes as no surprise to UW Health's Dr. Jeff Pothoff, who's been on the front lines of the pandemic since the beginning.
If you're frustrated with having to put a mask back on, and this is really irritating you, it really comes down to vaccination. So if you're unvaccinated, you need to get vaccinated. And if you know folks who are unvaccinated, probably a good time to nudge them and be like, hey, let's just end this pandemic. Let's get this over. Let's all get vaxxed.
Until numbers improve, everyone aged 2 and up, regardless of vaccination status, must wear a mask when you're inside a public building or riding on public transportation. Dane County Executive Joe Parisi said his main concern was school starting soon, and many kids still are not eligible to get vaccinated.
Vaccination rate for children under 12 is 0. The only protection they have is the mask they wear, the mask we wear.
This means all businesses will be enforcing this mask policy in their stores and restaurants.
I don't think anyone's excited about having to reinstate a mask mandate.
Tiffany Kenny with Madison Central Business Improvement District said most business owners are already in compliance with this. Meanwhile, the Greater Madison Chamber of Commerce said it's pro-mask, pro-vaccine, and pro-science, but doesn't feel public health should be mandating this.
One of the most vaccinated counties in the country, if not the most vaccinated. So the question is, why now? Should not implement one-size-fits-all approaches to businesses who are already taking the necessary steps voluntarily to reduce our infection rates and to, get this pandemic under control. And their own data doesn't identify businesses as a significant source of the spread.
And this mask mandate ends September 16th. Public Health of Madison and Dane County will be keeping track of our COVID cases and our vaccination rates to determine at that point whether they will extend that order or cancel it.
All right, Jamie, thank you. We reported earlier that masks will be mandated inside all Madison school district buildings this fall, but today a district spokesperson says it will not require staff to be vaccinated or undergo regular testing. It comes on the heels of both the city of Madison and Dane County imposing vaccine requirements or regular testing for their employees.
A new poll reveals that nearly 70% of Americans support local school districts requiring masks. The data comes from Axios Ipsos. It found that 64% of Americans support state and local governments requiring masks in public. About half of people polled say their employer is requiring masks at work, but only 16% say their employers require a vaccination. So with schools starting back up again soon and masks being mandated for students at most of the larger districts in our viewing area, we're looking into what masks will work best for your child. And one pediatrician says in most cases, one they will actually wear.
If your child has been wearing a mask that they love for the last year and it still fits them well with that little nasal bridge that you can pinch down and there's no gaps on the sides and it curves under their chin. If you can send a few with your child every day, wash them all at the end of the day, and I think that's sort of a good routine to get in the habit of.
The CDC says the best masks are those made for children, and the fit should be tested regularly to make sure it fits snugly and completely covers the child's nose and mouth, with at least 2 layers of washable, breathable fabric.
CBS News has confirmed that the White House is expected to announce this week that anyone who got the 2-dose Pfizer or Moderna vaccine should get a booster shot. President Biden is expected to address the issue after a meeting with health officials tomorrow. They could start being distributed as early as mid-September if the FDA approves the plan. Now, boosters would likely be the same brand as the first 2 and would come 8 months after the second dose.
As with most vaccines, after a time, protection wanes. And so we have to give our immune system a reminder. And that's what a booster would do.
Pfizer said a small study showed people with a 3rd dose had higher levels of antibodies, including against the Delta variant. Officials are still waiting for more data before giving guidance on the one-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine. People with compromised immune systems, of course, already are allowed to get that booster shot. Another state lawmaker has tested positive for the virus. The Pure Republican Senator Andre Jacques, who has been a vocal critic of mask and vaccination mandates, says he went to the hospital yesterday with pneumonia. In an email from his spokesman, he says he is mainly suffering from fatigue and that some of the senator's family members have also tested positive. Well, let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Meteorologist Dana Fulton now on the weather patio. Dana?
At least it's nice outside. We have a lot of sunshine coming through, though it is a little more humid today compared to yesterday. Here's a live look over Madison with our WISC-TV Skycam. A few clouds overhead, but again, a lot of sun coming through. It just feels like summer outside. Our Doppler track has been quiet today throughout the state. Down in central Illinois, a few isolated showers popping up, but Wisconsin has been nice and quiet. 82 in Madison right now, and the 80s really for much of Wisconsin. 84 in Eau Claire for us, and in the 80s near La Crosse. Now, our dew points, again, a little higher. This is exactly what we were looking at yesterday, a bit of a jump up compared to what we saw for Monday afternoon. About a 5 to 10 degree jump for most of southern Wisconsin. So it does feel a little more humid. That's what we're expecting as we look ahead to tomorrow. Another little jump up on those dew points. Temperatures staying in the 80s for the next few hours before we cool on down to about 60 for our overnight lows. For your Wednesday, plan on high temperatures in the mid-80s. Another warm and humid day with partly sunny skies. Will stay dry for Wednesday, but our next chance for rain looks like it will creep in by the end of the week. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. New charges filed against 2 men accused of killing a man at a gas station last month. 26-year-old Christopher Somerset and 24-year-old Avion Little, who we do not have a photo of yet, face first-degree intentional homicide charges for the shooting death of Keyshawn Davis Williams at a BP gas station on Verona Road. Authorities say Somerset was a person of interest early on and was arrested on a parole hold, but they are still looking for Little.
This case is yet another sad reminder of the impact of gun violence in our community. To date this year, Madison has suffered 5 homicides, 4 of those by gun violence.
The Dane County District Attorney will formally file the criminal complaint tomorrow, which will give more details about how the men knew each other. If you have any information about where Little is, you're asked to call Madison Police or Crime Stoppers.
The trial for a second suspect charged in the shooting death of 11-year-old Anissa Scott is now scheduled for June of next year. 20-year-old Perion Carrion facing charges of first-degree intentional homicide and attempted first-degree homicide, both party to a crime. He has pleaded not guilty to those charges. Jury selection scheduled for next June 20th. The 7-day trial is set to start the following day. Now, during a status hearing today, Carrion's attorney asked for bond to be reduced. That was rejected by the judge. He's currently being held on a $2 million bond. Now, the trial for the second suspect charged in Scott's death, 18-year-old Jerry Ward, scheduled for earlier that month, again in June of 2022.
Some major delays this morning on Madison's west side after a pretty significant crash at the intersection of South Gammon and Watts Road. It was first reported around 10:30 this morning. Dane County dispatchers didn't have official word on if anyone was injured in the crash, but one ambulance was sent to the scene. It has since been cleared. The number of traffic-related deaths in Dane County has already surpassed the number in all of 2020. That's according to the County Traffic Safety Commission. This includes an unusually high number of pedestrians hit by vehicles.
It is alarming because of all these families. They've lost loved ones, they've lost friends, and it's just too many.
Officials say 35 people have died so far this year in Dane County crashes. 27 of them were within the months of April, May, June, and July. 7 involved pedestrians, including 6 in Madison.
Virtual doctor's appointments are something many of us tried for the first time during the pandemic. But for one lawyer and nurse practitioner, the concept wasn't so new. Christina Laurie explains how the pair is working together to fill a void when it comes to reporting sexual assaults.
Dane County is home to more than 500,000 people, but only one place to find forensic nurse exams. Kim Curran and Rachel Sattler are working to change that. Kim is a nurse practitioner and Rachel is a lawyer. Together, they run a support network called Dane MAC, which helps survivors of sexual assault schedule forensic exams with specially trained nurses outside of the ER at a time and place that's convenient for them. As part of Forward Fest, the pair is taking this one step further, pitching their new portal or virtual platform where survivors can upload the story of their assault once and not have to relive the trauma again and again.
We hear every day in our work and always have that navigating the systems of support can be as traumatic as the assault itself.
This is a constant theme. It was 5 years ago. It was 5 days ago.
The portal is also a place for survivors of domestic, elder, or child abuse to find which of Dane County's 50 different victim service providers, like Madison's Rape Crisis Center, can best help them for free. Reporting in Madison, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
And again, ahead at 6, we'll explain how you can get help or get help from Kim and Rachel's new idea.
Still ahead tonight at 5, your updated forecast and how long we can expect the dry weather to stick around.
Plus, the rush to evacuate Americans and Afghan allies is on as the White House facing tough criticism over the rapid Taliban takeover in Afghanistan.
Red numbers today for the markets. The Dow tumbling 282 points. The NASDAQ falls more than 137. The S&P loses 32. We'll be right back.
It's nice to know your blind spot can be protected. Blind Spot Monitor, standard on all 2021 Volkswagen SUVs, unlike all Honda or Subaru SUVs. Come into your Volkswagen dealer today and lease the sophisticated and capable 2021 Tiguan S for just $269 a month.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids Recipe for Health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
At JP Morgan, the only definition of wealth that matters is yours. It can be a smaller house, but a bigger nest egg, a goal to work toward, or the freedom to walk away. With 200 years of experience, personalized advice, and commission-free trades on an award-winning app, we're working for you. Planning, investing, advice. JP Morgan Wealth Management.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. Yee, classic beef and cheddar hard. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
It's nice to know your blind spot can be protected. Blind Spot Monitor, standard on all 2021 Volkswagen SUVs, unlike all Honda or Subaru SUVs. Come into your Volkswagen dealer today and lease the sophisticated and capable 2021 Tiguan S for just $269 a month.
Tonight
Tonight at 6, Madison police provide an update on a homicide over the July 4th weekend. And Dane County says it's no longer just a recommendation. It's now a mandate to wear a mask again. We'll share the details tonight at 6.
Back to school is not what it used to be.
There are new safety concerns, new protocols, and lots of questions.
We can help you navigate some of those hurdles with our Back to School series.
Join us every morning starting at 6:30 a.m. only on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back, everyone. Continuing coverage from the Middle East tonight. The Biden administration says it has assurances from the Taliban for the safe passage of Americans traveling to Afghanistan's international airport for evacuation. 4,000 U.S. troops should be on the ground there by the end of the day to assist, as the Pentagon says it plans to have one charter flight depart per hour. Now, CBS News has learned calls are going out to thousands of American citizens in Afghanistan with instructions on how to get to the airport and where to go once they arrive. Pentagon spokesman John Kirby adds the U.S. has been in touch with Taliban commanders as fighters reportedly patrol the streets outside the airport.
Communication between them and us. There's been no hostile interactions.
Now, in a news conference, Taliban leaders say the rights of all citizens, including women and girls, would be protected. The NATO Secretary General says Afghanistan risks isolation if its government reinstates a reign of fear. Facebook reiterating its ban on accounts praising, supporting, or representing the Taliban. Facebook says its dangerous organization policies ban Taliban content because it is sanctioned as a terrorist organization. Now, the U.S. hasn't officially designated the group as a foreign terrorist organization, but it is on the Treasury Department's list of specially designated global terrorists.
People in Haiti are back to work looking for survivors buried underneath earthquake rubble. It follows a night of torrential rain brought by Tropical Depression Grace. Saturday's earthquake killed more than 1,400 people and injured at least 6,000. The U.S. Coast Guard is now helping in those rescue efforts in Haiti. Several major hospitals were severely damaged, hampering humanitarian efforts, as were the focal points of many shattered communities like churches and schools. With more than 37,000 houses destroyed by the quake, Haitian authorities say the death toll is expected to rise.
Well, the tropics have been active. What's left of Fred moving up towards the Midwest? Dana, anything impacting us with Fred?
Thankfully, no. Thankfully, the system's staying a little smaller, a little more of a deep south Atlantic coast system. But yes, now that we're starting to get into those warmer summer waters, things really picking up for us in the tropics. Tropical Storm Henry out in the middle of the Atlantic right now. It's just going to spiral out there over the next few days. Tropical Storm Grace strengthening to a tropical storm again this afternoon, bringing a heavy rainfall and a lot of wind through the Caribbean. And then again, Tropical Depression Fred now moving up the Atlantic coast. So we do have tornado warnings in effect for parts of the Carolinas and into Virginia as the outer bands lift through. When those bands lift up, we see some really high winds there. So again, those tornado watches in effect again in the deep south. Not for us. For us, we're nice and sunny. Things pretty quiet throughout Wisconsin today. Our Doppler track has been quiet for the last few days, and we're going to keep it that way at least until the end of the week. Our humidity creeping up a little bit each day. Today, a little more humid outside. Our dew points again tomorrow will increase just by a few degrees each afternoon. We'll have sunny skies for Wednesday and Thursday. A little more cloud coverage building in, though, for Friday and heading into the weekend. That's going to be in front of our next system that brings some shower and thunderstorm chances for us late Friday and into Saturday. Overnight, mostly clear skies. Pretty seasonable temperatures. We'll be in the mid to low 60s for overnight lows to start off our Wednesday. Wednesday afternoon, plan on highs in the mid to low 80s. We look off to the east towards Milwaukee. Little lake effect bringing some shower chances in well to the east, though. Again, that's towards the Milwaukee area for late Wednesday afternoon and evening. Looking ahead to Thursday morning, temperatures in the 60s early in the day, and then afternoon highs again in the mid to low 80s. So we're staying just a smidge above average for the next few afternoons. Our dew points also continuing to rise up. So by the middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, heading into Friday, plan on those heat index readings in the upper 80s, close to 90 degrees at times. Rain chances increasing for Friday night. This is a look at late Friday into early Saturday. The rain passing through early early Saturday, and then by the afternoon, hopefully getting a bit of a break before a chance starting to build back in late in the day on Sunday. In general, our temperature trend above average in our 6 to 10 day outlook. Not a big jump, but still in the mid 80s. Looking ahead to next week as we start to push towards the end of August already. Partly sunny skies for tomorrow. Again, highs close to the mid 80s. Warm outside, a little humid. High temperatures this time of year, usually closer to 79. So we are just a little bit above average. While the chance for rain developing late on Friday into Saturday. Saturday, scattered showers and thunderstorms with high temperatures in the low 80s for the weekend and for the start of next week. Still holding on to a few small chances for some isolated showers for the start of next week. And then we'll start to trend back closer to average looking ahead towards the end of that week and the following weekend. As far as traffic conditions right now, a little slow along the Beltline, east and westbound. We are seeing some delays currently, but no accidents to report throughout Dane County. That's always good news. And as far as the interstate is concerned, 39 and 90 north and southbound all go through Dane County and as we look into Rock County right now. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes. Middleton to Sauk City, 16 minutes. And downtown to Sun Prairie, about 16 minutes as well this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
Dana, thank you. When we come back, Boys and Girls Club gearing up for a big night, getting your kids ready to head back to school. We'll go there live. That's next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Add beauty and security with outdoor lighting from Menards. The Mitchie Outdoor Wall Light has a beautiful oil-rubbed bronze, white, or black finish with clear seated glass. The sleek Hendron Outdoor Wall Light from Patriot Lighting flaunts a geometric body with a matte black and gray finish. The epitome of modern living. Find your style with over 1,000 outdoor lighting options. All outdoor lighting is 11% off right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call now or go online for your free information kit from Physicians Mutual.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
At General Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort is important to us. From keeping you cozy warm to cooling you off with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our free home comfort program and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Celebrating 75 years of providing award-winning comfort for your home. Turn to the experts, Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back, everyone. U.S. women's soccer legend Carly Lloyd is stepping back from her career on the field. Lloyd is known as one of the most influential soccer players on the U.S. women's national soccer team with 128 goals. The 39-year-old ends a historic career that started in 2005. She appeared for Team USA across 3 decades in 4 World Cups and in 4 Olympic Games.
Well, some NFL news today. Tim Tebow's brief stint as a Jacksonville Jaguar is over. The team announced this morning it had waived the quarterback turned tight end. The move comes a little less than 3 months after the team signed the former Heisman Trophy winner. Tebow, now 34 years old, last played on a regular season NFL game back in 2012. He was a quarterback, spent the last few years playing minor league baseball in the Mets organization. All right, you might remember one of the most exciting parts of heading back to school can be the new school supplies.
Oh yeah, I used to love it. And that is one of the most important parts as well. Our Madeline O'Neill is live at the Allied Boys and Girls Club tonight, where families and students are picking up their backpacks full of supplies, free of charge, thanks to all of you. Maddie?
Yeah, right. This is the fun part. This is all part of our back-to-school school supplies drive with the Boys and Girls Club. You know, we collected all of these supplies, and now we're seeing the fruits of our labor. I want to show you these backpacks. So there are backpacks for elementary school, preschool, middle school, high school, really for all ages, making sure that people, the students, are ready for this new school year. So families who are registered, they come out here, they can pick out their backpack, make sure they get all the school supplies that they need for their grades, what's appropriate for that level. So I'll walk you through too. It's not just picking up school supplies. This is also a family fun night. So people can come in here. We've got some jump rope that was just going on, healthy snacks down here, and some activities as well. So, you know, besides getting backpacks, students can have some fun too. And at the end, there's something special. I think there's some pizza over there as well. So a lot of fun for families getting out here tonight. And this goes until 7 tonight. We'll be back at 6 with another update and have a recap of this entire event tonight on News 3 Now at 10 with some excited students and families picking up their supplies.
All right, Maddie, thank you very much for that report. Susan, thinking about our old trapper keeper back in grade school tonight.
Yep.
All right, a Madison woman may not live to see another summer, but this summer will be one of gratitude and thanks. Eula Newcomb is battling stage 4 colon cancer. Doctors say she has about 6 months left. This summer, she moved into an apartment with her husband and children, but didn't have air conditioning. It became unbearable between the heat and her cancer treatments, so she turned to Facebook, hoping someone might help. And within minutes, a message came in from a stranger saying, go to Home Depot and pick up the AC unit waiting for you. Overwhelmed with thankfulness, Eula feels lucky to be a part of this community.
You guys are awesome. You guys just came together when somebody was in dire need and just made my life just that much easier to fight for. And I'll continue to fight.
Eula plans to hang in there and as long as she can for her family. Tonight at 6, we'll meet the woman who decided to help Eula out. Hear her story of why. Next hour on News 3 Now at 6.
A final check of your first warn forecast when we return.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
When it comes to internet and TV, Spectrum has the competition beat.
Really? Can you keep up with all this?
Yes. With faster download speeds and better performance, Spectrum is the #1 choice for gamers. Switch now with the fastest internet starting speeds for the price, 200 megabits. That's enough speed to game, surf, stream, and more on all your devices. Get Spectrum Internet for $44.99 a month. Call 833-742-4499.
Okay, but what about TV?
It's not easy to find something that works for everyone.
Spectrum TV with the free Spectrum TV app lets you watch live sports, local news, and more on your TV and on your devices. And unlike satellite, there's no ugly dish on your roof. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-742-4499.
Too bad I'm in a contract.
Stuck in a contract? Spectrum will buy it out up to $500.
Seriously?
And you won't have to sign a new one. Don't wait. Switch today.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yes! Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-742-4499.
Since 1976, Feldco stood the test of time. It's Feldco's 45th anniversary! Time to get down! To celebrate Feldco's 45th anniversary, get 45% off windows today. That's cause for a celebration.
45% off windows won't last long. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
I was just a kid when I first went with my dad on a job. I was replacing windows back when long hair was in. And by the time I took over for my dad, I had a little bit less on my head and a lot more on my face. Look at that stash. Wow. I'm Scott the Window Guy from AHT Wisconsin Windows. The times sure have changed, but our quality hasn't. Get triple pane for the price of double at scottthewindowguy.com. Did Scott the Window Guy wear a powder blue tux to his wedding? You bet your glass he did.
I want to have $1 million when I retire.
Oh, great goal.
So where do I start?
Well, first you set up automatic transfers into savings. That can add up pretty quickly.
For me, working on putting $1,000 into an emergency fund got me in a good saving habit.
Already on it.
Then put together a plan to get rid of debt and maximize your investments. You know, Summit helped me do it.
Oh, that's great. I love how Summit gives people the knowledge and confidence to go after their goals. It's your money. Own it. Summit Credit Union.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Let's go back to Dana. Final check of the forecast.
It is really nice outside right now. Hopefully you're able to get out this evening. We'll stay partly sunny for Wednesday and Thursday. High temperatures will be in the mid-80s. That means with our increase in dew points, heat index readings will be close to 90. Our next chance for rain builds in late in the day on Friday. Going to see some showers and thunderstorms overnight into early Saturday, and then some scattered showers throughout the day on Saturday. Plenty of dry time still mixed in during Saturday, but we'll be watching the radar for the first half of the week. And a slight chance on Sunday, and heading into the start of next week, we still have a few more slight chances for a little bit of a rain chance developing. High temperatures don't really drop back close to 80 and average until the end of next week.
All right, Dana, thanks. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell is next.